morning, Reno. Buddy, give me 5.
This week, we're still in South Texas. We still got turkey tags in our pockets to fill. Seth and Reno are heading one way, Lamar and myself are heading another. We're on a familiar ranch, so we know where these turkeys like to hang. Let's get after them.
Turkey Hunter is brought to you by Browning, the best there is.
Well, it's day 2, and the weather's cooperating this morning. It's cool out there, it's clear, sun's supposed to come out about 10, warm things up, and I think the turkeys will act today. We won't have to deal with wet turkeys or rain. It rained all day yesterday, but we lucked out. We killed several birds, got some good video, but we're really excited for today because we don't have to fool with that rain. We're fired up, going to a different spot. Turkeys everywhere. We'll see what gobbles this morning. Day 2 in Texas. Well, this morning we knew exactly what we wanted to do. Seth and Reno head one way, and Lamar and myself head the other. 2 roost locations. We've killed birds here in the past. We know exactly where they like to roost. It's a perfect morning. We know they're gonna gobble good. We're just gonna ease in there before daylight and get set up. Well, Lamar, Ryan, and myself are heading to a roost location that we hunted in the past. On the way to it, we noticed that the birds are gobbling right on that roost location. So we set up about 200-300 yards off of it in hopes of bringing one of these birds into range. Well, Seth and Reno are on the other side of the ranch. They headed to another roost location, and as they're slipping in, they have some birds gobble right above them. So they slip back off, get a little distance in between them, set up, and go to calling, and sure enough, it sounds like these birds are going to work. Well, it ain't long, and one of these birds decides he's going to play the game, and he appears right in front of them.
barking again. Congrats, Dad. All right. He was purdy, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. Wow. Yeah. Good job, Seth. Hey, what happened on that first shot there, buddy? Hey, always takes me 2 shots. That's okay. Congratulations. Thank you, man. Well, guys, we stepped in here before daylight, heard some gobbling and tried to move on them. On the way in here, there was some that started gobbling right where we were standing listening. So we came on in and got set up. Seth did his magic, called this one baby right in. He got in here to the decoys and smelled a rat. And so he was fixing to turn around and leave, and I shot and I missed him. I don't know what it is about me taking 2 shots to get him, but anyway, the second shot put him down. I tell you what, Just Be Real Outfitters, he's got it going on, boys. Beautiful, beautiful bird.
Well, the entire time Reno's trying to wrap the hunt up, a bird is gobbling right behind him about 150 yards. So Seth and Reno decide to swap gun for camera. Seth gets set up and goes to calling, and this bird starts answering. The bird hangs up a bit on the hilltop. I guess he just can't see the decoys, but eventually Seth coaxes him in close enough where he can see them, and it's game over.
Still right there. What a morning, Reno. Buddy, give me 5. What a morning we have had. Oh, this is turkey hunting right here. This is my favorite. I'm telling you, I love working birds. And when they gobble, I don't know how many different birds we were on. Just gobbling, gobbling, gobbling. Back here, in front of us, over here. But he came down pretty as can be. I could shot him all through here, and I was like, oh, just stay calm. He came through that ditch, and when he came up on the other side, and he stood still for a minute. I was like, I don't think he's gonna come up there and beat those decoys. So I said, Reno, that's all I can take.
Yeah,
that's all I can take.
he took every pellet of that
I'm telling you,
apex.
he rolled. He rolled, didn't he? There you go, baby. There you go. That's what it's all about right there. Whew. What a morning, guys. What a morning. What a morning in South Texas, guys.
We did it again.
We did it again. What a day. Man, I love it when a plan comes together, and it did this morning.
Yeah, Ryan told us the turkeys were in here.
Yeah, don't guide the guide. I learned a valuable lesson. He said, these birds are just in there. Go in there and stop and listen for them. We went in there, stopped, heard them gobbling off in the distance. We were trying to figure out how far we were going to have to go to get to them. And we took off. We came this way because there were some birds about 200 or 300 yards this way. We were thinking, man, we got a lot of walking to do to get there.
By the time we got 100 yards, they gobbled right where we were
I
standing.
mean, right where we were.
Right where we were. And I was like, oh Lord, we were underneath them. Got up there. He didn't like the decoys,
He
did he?
smelled the rat. You know, and I shot and missed him. But I shot him again, and he took every bit of it.
He got it that time. Went up there, got your bird. We're sitting here a little talking, doing a recovery, and this fella gobbled, and he probably wasn't 100,
He wouldn't fall.
150 yards right up here. And I mean, so we did the old sneakaroo and got right back in our seats.
Yeah,
He finally worked his way enough where I guess he saw that decoys.
I could see him. I bet he stood in the same spot 15 minutes.
Really, I have his blocked from a tree, but
Right.
when he committed though, he was coming.
Yep.
And he put on a show. He was pretty.
He came down there, and he actually got probably a little closer to different angle to see the decoys.
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't start running in, but
No.
he was just, yeah, it was pretty coming through there. I know that.
It was. Just Be Real Outfitters, guys. Ryan Ringelstein, he has the birds, and more importantly, he knows how to hunt the birds.
That's right. He's a turkey hunter,
He is a turkey hunter.
and that means a lot.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. All right.
Congratulations.
Say,
sir.
congratulations to you
Thank
too.
you for all the work you do.
Hey, same to you, buddy. Team effort.
Turkey Hunter is also brought to you by Apex Competitions, Indian Creek Shooting Systems, Foot on the Head Game Calls, Grounded Brand Turkey Vests, Apex Ammunition, and Vortex Optics.
Enter the Apex Outdoor Rewards Turkey Challenge in your state. Over $120,000 in cash rewards. Limited number of entries allowed statewide. Every bird is a possible winner. Reward your passion at apexoutdoorrewards.com.
Well, the birds we set up on that morning have went quiet. They had a bunch of hens, we could hear them talking, so we decided to get a little closer to that roost location, find us a good open spot to set up, and go to Pretty Calling, see if we can't bring a midday bird in. Is that where you watch where you sit down?
I even cleaned the leaves, but it didn't do no good.
He looks like the leaves.
He put his hand down right on that copperhead right there. That's why you wear your snake boots, eh?
I need my snake gloves.
Kind of scary. I wonder if we should sit back down right there.
I'm getting in blind.
I'm getting in blind. Well, these turkeys have went quiet. We ain't heard a gobble in a while. And we're in a good open spot where we can see good. And the best thing to do in a situation like this is to just sit down, not cover much ground. We know the turkeys were there that morning, and just do some pretty calling. And hopefully, eventually, you either get one to sound off or one will show up silent and see your decoys. Well, after a few sequences, Ryan gets his box call out and hits it. And when he does, a bird answers within 100 yards. When this bird gobbled, he was close. And it doesn't take long at all. And Lamar spots this bird, cutting him behind the blind. He's already eyed the decoys, and he's about to put on a show.
all the headache and heartache we had all morning. I just think that ended pretty good. Oh, boy, what a beautiful bird. Like you said, he was hypnotized. He got it right in between them. He says the girl's gonna wink or the boy's gonna fight. Tell you what, thank you, appreciate it.
First bird of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good one.
He's a good one.
Hold him spurs up for me. I'll zoom in on.
Tell you what.
Hold him still 1 second. Oh yeah, that's a nice turkey.
All right, my first bird for 2023, Just Be Real Outfitters. Ryan put us on the birds again. It's the property we hunted last year, and there was birds all around us this morning. We set up on one spot, had birds gobbling in the roost. When they hit the ground, they just seemed to have their intention of where they were going already, or they already had their ladies, and they seemed to just circle us. And we had turkeys all around us. We had all different kinds, and it was a slow morning, and we finally got up, moved down about a couple hundred yards, set up on this spot, and we were just ready to sit for the day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, or as long as it took.
Exactly.
And it took about 15 minutes.
It ain't long, didn't it?
So it's a beautiful bird. And from yesterday when it was cold and windy to this morning where it was just cold and we were afraid it was going to rain, but it didn't, and now it's fixing to clear off. So it's a beautiful bird, and I never get tired of doing this, and I appreciate all your efforts, buddy.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Congratulations. It started out slow, like you said, and we a known area. We killed turkeys here last year.
Yeah.
So we was like, hey, let's go down there and set up. And sure enough, found us a little place to tuck in, and Ryan about got bit by a copper.
I forgot about that. That's right. When we're setting up on the second spot, Ryan was getting the leaves out of the way so he could find a spot to sit down, and he knocked over a copperhead of about 3 foot. So luckily that didn't turn out bad, but it turned out real good here. So.
Ryan sure was happy when Ryan hit that call. He said,
oh yeah. We were kind of set in there and ready for the sit, and Ryan decided to hit the call, and he gobbled one time. We all got to turn on all the cameras, and before you know it, he comes strutting up here, gave the show. Wasn't very vocal, but he sure looked pretty there, and I never get tired of seeing him do that. So Just Be Real Outfitters, they did it again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was fun. Let's get after another.
Let's go.